How's it going, everybody? It's Frisby Moonsong here. Yow! And we have some spice for you today. We have been working on a deck list that you can clearly see on screen here, which you'll probably pretty much pause and check it out. But we're going to go through the deck list bit by bit very quickly, and we're going to give you a short combo tutorial on this new deck. We are trying to fix up Mikanko, making it a little bit better and more playable. So we have come up with something crazy. It happened just before regionals that happened here, and a friend of mine needed a deck, and he wanted to play Mikanko, and we had to figure out how to make it work, so I did this. So, going straight into it, we have 3 Alistair the Invoker. This is going to be your normal summon. Then we have the 1 Ecclesia the Virtuous, 2 Dogmatica Maximus, because Maximus is probably the main link to this deck. We've got the 3 Drawn Lockbird and the 3 Ghost Bell, because they're the good hand traps right now. We have 1 Hare, 1 Huli, 1 Ariel, 1 Nini, 1 Wendy, and 1 Beast, throwing in a little bit of the Shadow package over there because we do have a lot of discards for effect in this deck which work really well. Then we're going to have 2 Ohime in the deck, followed by 1 Called By, 2 Invocation, and 3 Meltdown. That actually rounds up the invoked package. And then for the Mikanko spells, we are going to have the Mikanko Dance, Maya Washidori. We're going to have the 1 Fire Dance, the 1 Kagure. You don't have to play it. I do like the Kagure in this deck though. The 3 Arabesque, because this card's just insane. We have 3 Nadir's Servant, which is just about full combo. And then the 3 Talents and 1 Spirit Walk and 1 Schism to search off the Shadow stuff. So we pretty much have like 9 non-engine, maybe more if you want to take a couple of things out. So there's a lot of space to actually play around with this deck, which is really, really nice. Then going into the extra deck, our Shadow monsters are going to be the Abcalone, the Construct, and the Winder, because we're going to be Winder locking, of course. Then we've got Intis and Garura for the Sens from the extra deck. And for the invoked stuff, we're going to have Elysium, 2 Macabre, 1 Purgatrio. I feel like those are the best ones to be able to play right now. And then we're going to have the 1 Herald of the Arclight. This is to send off the Maximus. And then we're going to have the 1 Typhon, 1 Gravity Controller. This can be swapped around. This is just so you can link off the Winder. You summon Winder in the extra monster zone, you link it off into this. So that way you don't lock yourself all the time. And then we have the 1 SP, 1 Almirage, and 1 Secure Gardener for combo. You need these 2 for combo. The ones you could possibly consider taking out are the Gravity Controller and the Typhon. It is up to you how you want to play it, but there's a couple of necessary things in here. For example, you need the Herald for combo, obviously the Abcalone for combo, the Winder, and some invoked stuff to be able to play around with, and you need the Almirage and Secure Gardener for combo. So without further ado, let's go straight to the combo. Right, so here we are at the combo. The only thing you need for the combo is Magical Meltdown and Nadir's Servant. This is obviously full combo for the regular Invoked Shadow Dogmatica, and I know some people are like, why would you not rather play Invoked Shadow Dogmatica? But you know what, why not experiment? Because this is what's fun. So we're just going to draw 3 random cards that might work, so that's okay, we can work with that. You're going to start off by activating the Meltdown, obviously getting yourself an Alistair from deck to hand. I will say this deck does lose to Drawn Lockbird, so be prepared for that. So keep an eye out for that kind of mess. We're going to use Alistair's effect, normal summoning him, adding the invocation from deck to hand. Then we're going to link off Alistair into Almirage, and then we're going to link off the Almirage into a Secure Gardener to be able to get yourself a light target. Then what we're going to do is we're going to activate Invocation, banishing the Secure Gardener with the Alistair to make the Macabre. This is going to allow you to have a negate for your combo and also have a negate for the opponent's turn. Then following that, we're going to use the effect of the Invocation to put it back into the deck, adding Alistair from deck to hand. Then obviously we've got the negate portion up already to prevent us from being nibbed and things like that. So now from here we're going to activate Nadir's Servant. Nadir's Servant is going to send the Garura from extra deck to graveyard, and then we are going to be adding the Ecclesia from deck to hand once we find it. There you go. Excuse the storm in the background. Then we are going to use Garua's effect to draw a card. Now you might draw a combo piece, but in this case it doesn't matter. Then we're going to use Ecclesia's effect to special summon itself, and then we're going to declare Ecclesia's effect to search for the Maximus from deck to hand. Now this is where it gets interesting. So you're going to use the Maximus. This is where we have to banish the Almirage that we sent. This is why you don't just go into the link 1 that you can possibly get. You need to go for the Almirage Secure Gardener. Then we're going to use Maximus to send the Herald and the App Cologne from extra deck to graveyard, and then we're going to go chain link 1 App Cologne, chain link 2 Herald. Herald is going to get you the Ohime, which you're going to get from deck to hand, so you're going to add the Ohime, and App Cologne is going to get you the Schism, which you can add to your hand, and then you can discard any card. In this case, let us discard the Ariel, I guess. I think Ariel is really good in this format because you can actually banish cards from grave, and banishing cards from grave is really good. A lot of cards need their graveyard, so I think it's really insanely strong. Then from this position you can use the Mikanko, the Ohime, to add any Mikanko card from deck to hand. So we already have the Arabesque, so let's actually add something that we do not have yet. We can add the Maya Washidore to hand and then discard it to grave. In that case, actually, we could have instead kept the Ariel in hand to discard later, and we could have discarded this, obviously looking forward in time. This is how you like able to play with the deck a lot more. And now, usually we would add the Arabesque though. So now we're going to use the Arabesque, equipping it to the Ecclesia, and then we're going to use the Arabesque to bounce the Ecclesia to hand to special summon your Mikanko monster Huli. Excuse the dogs outside. We're going to use the Huli's effect to add the Spirit Walk from your deck to your hand. So this is another interruption now to be able to actually attach a monster. And then considering we actually have this engraved, we can use the Maya Washidore if you wanted to equip it to this and summon the Nini. And that's actually, I would say, a really strong board. We have the option to make Winder in your opponent's turn by banishing the App Cologne and the Garura. We have the Mikanko Spirit Walk to attach a monster. We have the Nini to take control of a monster. And we have a negate with Macabre. If you wanted to, if you knew you were playing a trap deck, you can use the Spirit Walk for the negate as a trap. And you still have 5 cards in hand, and 3 of them will obviously be already known. One of them will be a card that is already discarded from your effects. As you saw, we discarded the Nini, and one of them will be the added Mikanko, I guess. But even in this case, we activated the Water Arabesque, so there's so many options you can have, and you still have so many cards in hand, and the fact that this is a 2-card combo, I think is really, really strong. And Mikanko is already good going second, so I think this is a nice option for it going first. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this deck list. I hope you're able to figure out something with it. This is obviously a flat line, a baseline. I'm pretty sure people could figure out more things, but I hope you guys really enjoyed this. And from me, Frisby Moonsong, I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers, guys. Yow!